Our friend Patrick Poole over there at PJ Tatler, PJ Media, he points out we've had a rather significant increase, a shocking increase, in the number of terrorists arrested within our borders. And he points out the arrest of 2 Southern California men last week who were planning to travel to Syria and join the Islamic State brings the number of U.S.-based individuals involved in international terror-related cases to 40. And by the way, that's more than the number of Islamo-Nazis who attacked us on 9/11. The number highlights the metastasizing Islamic terror threat in the United States, in our homeland. At the current pace, by the end of June, halfway through 2015, the number of cases will exceed the number from the past 2 years combined. ISIS, as well as al-Qaeda affiliates and other Islamic terror groups, have repeatedly called for supporters to conduct attacks inside America. FBI Director Comey downplayed the number of Americans who had traveled to Syria to fight with ISIS and other terror groups before the midterm elections. But in February, senior officials corrected his number. He said roughly a dozen. They admitted that 180 had traveled to Syria. They also admitted that 40 had returned to the United States and posed a potential threat. And then FBI Director Comey said they were investigating ISIS suspects in all 50 states. So underscoring the failure to alert the public regarding the threat, concerned citizens have not been able to find a list of the 40 individuals arrested this year. And so he lists them, and we will too. We will link to this story on my website, marklevinshow.com. 40. And we're not even at the half-year mark. 40. And it's actually worse, because Obama wants to bring individuals from the Middle East into this country by the tens of thousands, and he's being urged to do so by his party. I mean, even if a Republican would in part run on law and order, don't you think that would make sense? From our friends at the Washington Free Beacon, Adam Credo. Now, you notice this program, I try and give credit to the entity and the person involved in digging up the information. Do you hear other hosts do this? Again, I don't listen to them all the time, just now and then. Or do they just say these things as if they thought them up? Anyway, that's a side point. Congress is demanding that the Department of Homeland Security release documents detailing how many foreigners seeking asylum in the United States have been found to have ties to terror groups, according to a recent letter sent to the agency by leading lawmakers. The letter comes on the heels of revelations by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, ICE, that at least 638 aliens seeking asylum in America have been found to have connections to terrorists. This recent disclosure regarding the numbers of aliens found to have a credible fear in cases where the terrorism bar to asylum eligibility may have applied raised the concern that hundreds of known and suspected aliens with terrorist connections may be attempting to take advantage of our country's asylum system, according to the letter. The United States, ICE, found that the terrorism bar to asylum eligibility may be applicable to 299 aliens who are found to have a credible fear of persecution in the first 4 months of fiscal, well, whatever. There are people coming into this country who seek to do us horrific damage, and there are people trying to sneak into this country, and people who are welcome into this country. It gets even crazier than this. It gets crazier because the Democrats are pushing hard for individuals to come into this country from, as an example, Syria. 65,000 people they want to bring in as refugees and give them asylum. 65,000 people from Syria. Among others, Dick Durbin's pushing for this. Why? Why? Well, because we're humane. No, that's not why. Because they see future Democrats. And even worse, we're not doing what needs to be done over there in order to prevent people from coming here. It's absolutely crazy, is it not?